So we decided that we wanted to have a campfire, and then while we were out there getting the campfire all set up, we were like, what if we just cook our supper tonight on the campfire? So come with us while we prep up the stuff for supper to go on the campfire. We're gonna have salmon and broccoli.
Make sure you wash your hands. Grab an onion of your preference and chop it into large, rough-cut pieces. And of course, some garlic. You can never go wrong with garlic. Slice open that bag of broccoli and add it to the tinfoil with the onions and garlic. Don't forget some spices for seasoning. Now to get the salmon ready, we have to cut it out of these little packets and put it into the tinfoil also. Add all your favorite spices and seasonings and wrap it up.
And just like that, the salmon is wrapped up, and so is the broccoli with the onion and garlic. And now we just have to get some glasses of wine, because you can't cook on the fire without some wine, right? So since we're clearly professional sommeliers and everything here, we are drinking this fancy duck crossing Pinot Grigio out of a box, of course, because bargain boys. And of course, it's only appropriate to drink these out of plastic cups. Real fancy. Ooh, so fancy. You can just see the luxury pouring out of this box that's clearly a little on the end. I don't know, it kind of makes a cute little tray. So here's the fire that we'll be using to cook our lovely meal. Now it's all in, and we just kind of wait for everything to cook. We may have to spread the heat a little bit more over to this side, just to help the broccoli and everything cook up a bit more, but it's a beautiful night as well. The dogs are just chilling. It's safe to say that the food is cooking. Woo! Sheesh. Oh, that's a good sized flame. These poles are both 8 feet tall, so it shows you that the flame is getting about 8 feet tall, which is pretty crazy. We're also not really sure how long we're supposed to cook our food like this, but I guess until it's cooked. Look at your hair, Tom. Wild. You really don't notice it in person, but when you see it on like film like this, it's so big.
You don't notice it in person.
No, but it's also like, I think like a dog, like, you know, when you watch it grow, so you don't really notice it every day. But then when you see like a picture from a puppy to an adult, it's like, whoa, so different.
Love to be compared to a dog.
At least I didn't say a poodle. What are your thoughts on this whole fire dinner thing?
I think we need a gas fire because I'm tired of getting firewood.
The pile is so like empty over there too. Daphne's just chewing on it.
I don't know. Like, is it a normal thing for dogs to chew on wood, or what is that? Because I try to stop them, and don't get me wrong, I understand that like they just want to gnaw on something, but she's not teething. They're all 3 and 5 years old. Dolly's taking a poop. Yeah, I just don't understand. It does not make sense at all.
At all. Ooh, look at this strong man over here sawing up a storm. Getting all these branches ready so we can have a nice cooked salmon dinner tonight. Reporting live from the ashes. So these are the two salmons. They're getting pretty covered in like burnt pine needles and things. And then over here, under this pile of ash and rubble, is the broccoli and onions and the garlic. And it's just kind of smoldering here while Mr. Cartwright gets some wood chopped up. Oh. This is live footage of Mr. Cartwright chopping wood.
Can we like pay someone to do this?
Did you hear that? Go like, comment, and subscribe so that we can pay someone to do this.
Yay.
Wood. Delicious. So the wood that we're using for our fire, we're actually getting from this little patch of brush over here. We've been slowly clearing it out, trying to make it look more presentable. But since we don't actually have a gate on our fence quite yet, we've just been bringing the wood from there, making a pile on this side of the fence, and then we'll take it over and we'll make another pile kind of in that area by the fire, and then we can use the wood for the fire as we go. There's our little awkward container garden. Sorry, tomatoes. And just like that, the fire is back up and running for 5 more seconds. The dog's still over here focused on the wood. Like coming to check things out. So are you excited for dinner to be cooked on the fire? Is this your first time cooking dinner on a fire?
I went camping once. Sure.
Did you use tinfoil?
I think we brought like a propane fire tank.
Oh, so you didn't even use a real fire.
Well, if we're ever going camping, that's what we're bringing.
I agree. Although we are pretty good fire starters. Little pyromaniacs, we are. So Jesse's just inside right now starting the rice to go with our dinner. And I'm just sitting here watching the dinner cook. And it's really peaceful, just vibing out here. The view is really pretty. So we're gonna do our little sommelier test here of the really fancy Pinot Grigio by Ducks Crossing. Ooh. Quite delicious. Would recommend. Clearly I'm a professional vintner and sommelier. The rice is cooking, not much longer. We'll be able to have our full dinner. So we're just coming out here now. It's all dark and everything. We're just gonna grab our stuff because I think it should be done cooking now. The rice is all done, and honestly, we're ready to eat. Alrighty, so we're gonna take it inside now and go see how cooked it all is, I guess. I'm very intrigued. Seems like you grabbed the branch here. We'll get that off before we go in. The fire's still just burning out. We'll make sure to put that out before we go in. And this is just proof that we're gonna put the fire out first. Just like that. No forest fires were caused by Liam and Jesse today. Just good times and hopefully cooked food. Otherwise, we'll have to touch it up in the oven. Ooh, smoky! Alrighty, now we can finally go inside and check out the food. Okay, so this is gonna be the big reveal. Did the food get cooked? Did it get burnt? What's the search? Okay, so this one kind of got opened a little bit. Whoops. But it looks cooked beautifully, honestly. This one had the 3 pieces. Also cooked beautifully. And then now for the veggies. Pretty beautifully. Overall, good job. And just like that, dinner is all plated up. Now it's just time for the taste test. So we're really classy and we eat dinner at this plastic folding table
At 10:30 p.m.
in our living room so we can watch Disney movies together.
Parts of the Caribbean.
Woo woo! And right now we're just gonna do a little taste test of our dinner that we just cooked on a campfire. We didn't cook the rice on a campfire, disclaimer.
Salmon falls off a bit.
Yes. It tastes pretty campfire-y, TBH.
I think it's cold now. We took too long.
How's it taste though?
Good.
Perfect. Taste test approved.